Hey, it's Jag, and welcome to episode 4,786,760,94,874 of my GGBO 2022 build.
Yeah.
Well, I took a look, and this is actually episode 39 of my GGBO 2022 build. The good news is this episode 39 is probably the second last one. I'm really shooting for the next episode, episode 40, to be the final episode where the guitar is all assembled and in a playable condition. I don't know if I'll have a demo for it, but I'm hoping to get it done for episode 40. I have finished all of the sanding on the body and neck. I have done all of the finish. I did about 6 coats of boiled linseed oil on the neck and the body. And I have also done 1 coat of Renaissance wax, and it's really looking great. Nice sheen on the headstock. It feels awesome. That Renaissance wax just makes this feel like smooth glass. I'm going to put 1 more coat of Renaissance wax. Probably don't need it, but I'm going to do it anyway. But before I do that, it's time to get the neck fretwork all finalized. So I got to check for some high frets, see what we got. Yeah, so 2nd fret's a little high right in the middle. So I've got about 8 frets across the neck that are high. I was recently watching Chris Monk, Highline Guitars, talking about doing fret leveling on necks, and he says if he has a neck that has 5 or less high frets, he'll just spot level them. But if he gets more than that, he will level the whole neck. I've got 8 here, so I'm going to do a full leveling. I have filed the fret ends flat to the fingerboard. I'm just going to do a little final pass with that, and then I'm going to bevel them. All right, that's the ends beveled, nice and smooth all the way up and down. I'm going to check the straightness of the neck. As soon as I find my not straight edge. Was pretty close to flat. I just had to tighten it up a little bit. It had just a bit of a bow in it. When I radiused this fingerboard, I did sand in a little extra fall away up above the 15th fret. So for the first part of the leveling, I'm going to concentrate on the first up to about the 14th fret. Get them all so all the high spots, all the frets are level. And then I will just work from about the 14th or 15th fret up to get those leveled with a little bit of that fall away. That's the tops of the markers blacked. I've got 320 on my leveling beam. These are not stainless steel frets, so 320 should be good. If I find it's going a little slow, I'll go to some 220 on here. Well, I've got all the low frets before that fall off leveled. My side camera died while I was doing that. It's my habit every time I finish shooting, I take the batteries that are in out and charge them and put fresh batteries in. I must have forgotten to do that on this one last time because that ran out way before it should have. I'm ready to sand this fall away. And I put 3 layers of masking tape over the 12th fret, and I'm just going to go over these upper frets and get those level. Now, when I was checking for high frets, there weren't really too many up here, so I don't think I'm going to have to do too many passes with the sandpaper or with the leveling beam. But we'll see what the reality is. Oh yeah, they're pretty good already. Just a few more passes. Okay, and just like that, they're all leveled. I'm going to go over them with a fret rocker again and just make sure everything's doing good up there. Well, all the way up the neck. And then we can get to crowning. So this is my first scratch build of a guitar. As I've said before, I have done everything except build a neck from scratch before, but I have done fretwork before, so this is not a new thing to me. It's been a while since I've done any fretwork, but this isn't exactly a new thing to me. So try the fret rocker again. Okay, a little bit of spot filing, and all the frets are perfectly level. We'll mask this off, and I'll get to crowning and polishing. So I've drawn another line of black marker across the top. I'm going to crown the frets till there's just a very thin line of that black marker left, and then we'll round the fret ends, polish the frets, and we should be done with the fingerboard. All right, that's the frets crowned, the fret ends rounded over, and I've gone over all of the frets with 320 grit. Because the fingerboard still needs a little bit of polishing, I'm going to take the masking tape off, and I'm going to go 400, 600 through the grits until I get the frets polished to where I want. Well, there you have it. The fingerboard is done. All the finish is done. This guitar is a guitar, and it is completely ready for assembly. I'm not going to have time to do any of that assembly today. That'll have to wait for the next video. But in the next video, I will put all of the hardware on, pick up strings, the whole thing, and have this guitar playing. I'm really happy with how this guitar is looking. One thing I have learned about Renaissance wax is put paper or a towel down. Don't use this stuff. It leaves little dots all over the body, and you can't rub them out. You have to rub a little more Renaissance wax on there to sort of have it flow again, and then you can smooth it. I imagine if you had a buffing wheel, you could buff that out. One of my projects at some point, I want to build a buffing wheel. I have a 3/4 horse motor over there that I've had set aside for that project for quite a long time, but it's just a matter of getting around to it. But anyway, there's the coach, looking awesome to me. Just final assembly and everything, and that will be in the next video. Hopefully that will be in about a week or so, maybe 10 days. I'm hoping to have it out before the middle of November, though. So, like always, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. Go over and check out One Soul Thrust YouTube channel. Speaking of which, we are making all of our albums available free for personal streaming. Our current album, Slaves to the Sky, Masters of the Mess, is up there, so you can listen to that music anytime you want. And until the next video, we'll see you.